Hello and welcome to the 100th video of my series, 9 Years in China. Um, I have not been making very many videos lately. There's still many things I want to talk about. Sometimes I wonder if I should talk about. I have seen many things. But today, episode 100, we're here. And I thought I might talk about the way the Chinese people see Americans, how we look through their eyes. And it's very diverse. I taught in several cities, and everywhere I went, I was always seen through different eyes. One universal theme about Americans in China is that we are all rich, and I try to tell them I'm not in China to be rich. I'm just an English teacher, foreign English teacher, and I try to explain to them the difference, in the American dollar and the Chinese currency. To let them kind of understand that we're not there to make money, we're not there to get rich. But the average foreign teacher in China does make probably a lot more than the average Chinese person that you might meet on the street. So, but they all think we're rich. They say yo chen ren. That means you have money, person. But other than that, they see us in different ways. A lot of the people, they see my mustache and they think I'm Russian. They say Stalin. So no. What's your Miguel American? But another recurring theme with Americans is our arrogance. And our body language is much more assertive. The Westerner is much more assertive than the typical Chinese person. And I learned there were times when I could take advantage of that, become what they expect. If I needed something done, all of a sudden I could turn my demeanor a little bit, my body language a little bit, and poof, I could get done what I needed to do. And I know this, he's arrogant, cocky, or whatever, I don't even know the Chinese word for that. I just know that sometimes I had to pour it on a little bit. So they see us like that also. And they get a lot of that from the movies too. Remember, they absorb Hollywood as much as they can. So they see our bravado on screen, and they just expect, when I walk in the room, it's Walker, Texas Ranger or something, But on average, the Chinese people are very shy, so they sometimes are reluctant to speak to any foreigner, American or not. Then some of them are very outgoing about it. I have seen them be afraid, very afraid of foreigners, like I'm going to eat them alive. I'll be walking down the street and you'd see mothers grabbing their babies and pulling them aside, as I come walking through, whatever. And I find it funny, but they've never, I've been to places where they've never seen a foreigner, or they've had a very limited reaction to a foreigner. And like I said, they can respond, and it's humorous to us, but to them, ooh, that's an American, that's a foreigner, Lao White. I remember one time, me and my old girlfriend were walking down the stairs from my apartment, about to go outside, and there's a mother and a little child, little boy, and he sees me and he points, he goes, "Mama, Lao White." And the way he said foreigner was, he'd heard that before, Lao White, and he just blurted it out. And mother got all embarrassed, and you know, and she laughed. Again, I thought it was really funny, and me and my girlfriend, we got a really big laugh out of it. But it goes to show you there are extremes of how they perceive not Americans and foreigners in general. We're always watched with very, very curious eyes, and you know, they're like, you know, and they're like, well, you know, and they want to know what we're up to. They want to know what we think, what we talk about. If I stop on the street and I talk to somebody for just a couple minutes, as soon as I'm walking off, everybody gathers around that one person wanting to know what we were talking about. So they're very, very curious about us, but they can be really, really reluctant to confront us or even say anything. Remember, saving face, saving embarrassment is a gigantic issue with the Chinese people. But again, they can be totally opposite of that. You know, and I remember many times I might be taking pictures in a park or be on a bus, you know, and they want to come pose for pictures, and they go, you know, America, Megwa, #1, you know, and stuff like that. They can be really excited to spend a few minutes with me. They push their children, you know, up against me, and they taking pictures, you know, and I've had them take their babies and just literally shove the baby on me and, you know, make me hold the baby. And sometimes the baby's going, wah, 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 wah. And then sometimes, you know, the little babies, you know, they start pulling at my mustache and everything. And that's pretty cute. So their opinions of foreigners, their opinions of Americans really, I think, have to do with their previous interactions with a foreigner, or if they're a college age students, they probably have a foreign teacher anyhow, and so they're a lot more accepting. The older people that really don't speak any kind of English at all, except maybe hello, if you can speak even a little bit of Chinese, they'll take you in. The Chinese are very, very accommodating. Once they see that you're trying to become a part of their society, in whatever flavor that is. But in general, they just all think we're rich, arrogant people until they get to know us. Remember, in my classes, all the girls want to know about maybe an actress or shopping or girl things. The boys, they all want to know about NBA. They want to know if I like NBA and who my favorite player is, because they follow America so closely. They all seem to know our movie stars, and they can be heavily influenced by American television, because Chinese television does not do TV series with, you know, like crime dramas and things like that. The Chinese want to stay in the past, and so they really don't show a lot of current style things, and so the Hollywood is pretty influencing on the Chinese people. But they always ask lots of questions. You know, again, the girls want to know what American girls wear and how they walk and talk and all that kind of stuff. And the boys are a little bit more laid back. They just like the sports and the action-related things. But anyhow, thought I'd drop a little pill about how the Chinese really see us. My time over there in China, I was usually welcomed very, very warmly, even though they might want to exploit me, you know, taking pictures and maybe a little video of me visiting their school, and they can go out and tell their like their school people, or even their students and the parents, hey, we're friends with a foreign teacher. You should come to our school, and maybe you will have a foreign teacher. So they can exploit, especially Americans, it seems like. So they have many uses for us when you do get over there. But anyhow, food for thought. Like I said, today is the 100th episode of 9 Years in China. Don't know how many more I'm going to try to make. There's subjects I want to talk about, but I don't know if I should. And there's lots of little stories that get involved with my photography also. But as I come up with some stuff, I'll add new videos, and I do. Watch it. There's 100 of them. I got lots of stories, so I go to my channel and explore. Spend some time there, and you'll learn a little bit. But yeah, you have a great day, and I hope I can see you again soon. Okay? Thank you.